Hello, I'm Rachel and I welcome you to Executive Corner Expert Talks. Today I'm speaking with Aaron Anand. He's the founder and CEO of Electric Miles. Now, Electric Miles is a B2B SaaS company providing electric vehicle charging software to charger manufacturers, installers, electricity suppliers, and commercial EV fleets. Here at Kalkheim, we bring you industry leaders, successful business owners, market and equity advocates all under one roof to help you discover the insights of the stock market and help you understand how you can create multiple passive income streams. Welcome to Kalkheim, Aaron. Great to have you with us today.
Hi there. Is the audio okay this time?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clearly. Thanks for that. So, first off,
Okay.
Aaron, can you tell us a little more about Electric Miles and also the importance of EVs in today's world?
Yeah, absolutely. As you know, electric vehicles are on the rise and it's happening around the world to fight climate change because I think 30% of carbon emission comes from transport. And what we are looking to solve is will help fight climate change and make this a better place. So, as electric vehicles keeps rising, and is estimated to be 150 million EVs on the road in the world by 2030. However, the the problem we are trying to solve is around charging. 80% of today's charging is on demand and down, which means if it continues this way, it's going to lead to a bit of an electricity crisis, like the fuel crisis Europe saw recently. Hence, Electric Miles was born to solve the problem. What we do is our app is on the App Store. So drivers downloads the app and scans the charger, electric charger at home, put their settings, the charger setting, and off they go. And then the software technology does it for them automatically, ensure that the charging happens at the right time, not only for the driver, but for the whole ecosystem, includes the grid. Now, as you know, our electricity is quite is generated and has to be consumed at the same time. Storage is quite expensive, so we ensure that we try to match charging with renewable generation and ensure that charging happens at the right time for the grid. So we're completely B2B. We are currently partnering with charger manufacturers, car manufacturers, installers, and the OEMs, and ensure that we come out of the box from the charger they're sold, and the driver is able to really take benefit of smart charging. One of the other areas Electric Miles is focusing is not only on the smart charging area, but also we partnered with the local grid, and we've won some contracts. So we got about 20 megawatts of contract, and try to build this virtual power plant to ensure that we are charging when the grid is less constrained, and try to match charging need with grid demand. And in that way, we reckon that we can really make this a mass market ready for the mass market scale. At the moment, obviously, it's quite niche. So drivers saves money, but what we are trying to do is potentially pass on some of the benefits to the EV drivers, where if they are able to help the grid at the time of constraint.
So, Aaron, in your opinion, how can businesses and individuals move towards net zero carbon targets more quickly?
Yeah, I mean, I think net zero is obviously quite a buzzword at the moment. Everybody, businesses, individual countries are all setting their target. But however, I think we need to do more. Currently, some facts is that about 8% of the world's largest company, represented by the Fortune 500, have pledged to become net zero. Emission levels, they continue to remain too high. I think by 2030, global carbon emission uh, uh, must be cut by more, because if you look at the previous 10 years performance from 2009 to 19, emission actually rose by 1.5%. I think if we continue to this scale, then the rate of decarbonization is still slow. Hence, I think there was a, I think in the last in the last sort of COP26 event actually hosted in Glasgow, where I went to university, it was fascinating to see that there was a more effort put together, and I think we all need to do more, and that doesn't just response just lie with individuals like us. We need to ensure that we all are taking part in this. Otherwise, I think to have a world which is in the right state for our children. So, I mean, I think what we're trying to do is obviously EV scale, as I said, would solve one third of the problem. Uh, but not just by buying an electric vehicle doesn't mean that you're going to impact and help in net zero. I think charging is really important because you need to make sure that you're charging at the right time and you're not just kicking the can by basically charging when the grid is quite constrained. Because potentially grid might be using some fossil fuel to go to basically take care of the demand. So absolutely. Overall, I mean, in summary, we all need to take part. We all need to do our bit. But I think, especially when it comes to EV charging, there's a responsibility as well.
Now, you did mention some of your collaborations earlier, and last year you integrated with some of the largest car manufacturers in the world, such as Positive Energy. Can you tell us more about these integrations and what your goals are surrounding them?
Yeah, absolutely. I think as a startup, obviously you are a small fish, and you can't change the world, in trying to complete your mission. So collaboration is key, and yeah, we've been very fortunate. We've kind of partnered not only with the local grid, such as UK Power Network and Western Power Distribution. We are also in discussion with some energy suppliers and some other part of the ecosystem. And one of the other ways we are looking to make our platform more intelligent is by talking to the car. And we built some APIs which can talk to some of the car OEMs such as Tesla, BMW, Audi, because at the moment a lot of EV charging it doesn't know how much is the battery charge. So when you come home, if we are able to read that your battery is either at 80% or at 10%, based on that, we can make the decision of how much to charge to. And that just makes the whole experience more and more intelligent. So, I think, as I said, end of the day, drivers do not want to worry about it. We want to make it as seamless as you go to a gas station or a fuel station and tank up your fuel. Uh, unless we get there, we're not going to see the scale of EV adoption we want to make a difference.
And finally, Aaron, could you give your expert opinion on the future of EV smart charging and what is coming next in the EV market?
Yeah, I mean, smart charging has different facet to it. It's quite fascinating that a lot of people think smart charging is just, oh yeah, charging when it is cheapest. But hey, we at Electric Mars we're looking at different ways of smart charging. Charging when it is greenest, which means when is the renewable generation the highest. We've also got a patent pending on charging based on your diaries, which means as an EV driver, if you're traveling from Melbourne to Sydney, if we can see that you've got some schedule on your diary, we can machine learn that and basically charge you accordingly. We also got charge based on the load at your home, charge when the solar is generating, charge when if you have a battery storage, where there's surplus power on your battery. We're also introducing some grid-based charging. We're also charging when there is congestion on the local grid. We're calling it is sort of a version 1 to grid. But when V2G, I mean vehicle to grid, is getting introduced, and there are a lot of studies going on. I think that is going to take smart charging to another level where you come home, you're 80% charged, and you're like, okay, I don't need. I'm working from home the next day. I probably would want to sell some of the surplus energy back to the grid and get paid. But then you need the software to make that economic decision of when to charge and when to discharge. So, so the whole idea of the platform would be charge at low, sell at high, and help the whole ecosystem.
Well, EVs are obviously going to be a huge part of our future, and it sounds like you're in a fascinating space to be working in. Thank you so much for your time today, Aaron.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me, Rachel.
Thank you. And with that, I will sign off for now, but watch this space for more. Till then, stay apprised and invest wise with Kalkine.